This is
I have absolutely no sympathy for the failing, dying, globalist mainstream media in Canada. I have no sympathy whatsoever. Let them go bankrupt as far as I'm concerned. And by the way, I'm against Bill C-18, this law which is now trying to force Facebook and Instagram and all these big tech giants to pay any media organization in Canada, pay that organization to put news on Facebook's website, and Facebook has to pay these people to put things on their own website. I'm against that. That doesn't mean I like Facebook. You know, hey, I didn't say that. I'm not for Facebook. I mean, Facebook, good God Almighty, they got rid of me a long time ago. We parted ways a long time ago. They used to censor me and shadow ban me, and now I'm off of there. I have no. In fact, I'm actually enjoying the fact that these two globalist entities, the government, big government, and big tech, they are fighting each other like the Hatfields and McCoys. If you all don't know who the Hatfields and McCoys are, just look it up in some American history. They're two families in the south of the United States, one from West Virginia, one from Kentucky. They used to kill each other like cats and dogs. I mean, their hatred was legendary. But look, Bell Media cutting what 1,300 workers and stuff. All these mainstream media companies dying off in Canada, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for them. Question is, why are they dying and the alternative media is thriving? I mean, you don't hear about no job loss at Rebel News. In fact, Rebel News, they seem to be doing well. Every time I watch Rebel News, I see a new face. And by the way, they seem to be making a lot of money. They just created a new studio. So they must be doing well. I mean, look at ARANA Nation ARANA Nation. Look at me. I don't make any money. I don't get a single penny for making these videos. In fact, I probably lose money. I don't even get money from you guys. Y'all, I haven't gotten a donation in 2 years. And despite all that, I'm still standing. What? So you mean to tell me I'm supposed to feel sorry for these big people? You hear Pablo Rodriguez up there, the Minister of Heritage. Well, we have to protect media jobs in Canada because if we don't have C-18, there will be more job losses. Well, listen. Rebel News is thriving. I don't hear about no job. ARANA Nation, despite everything, shadow banning, no money, no donations, nothing. I'm only on bitchute. Sometimes I call it bitchute because some of y'all act like a bunch of little whiny bitches. And I'm probably going to get a lot of nigga. Oh, shut up, nigga. That's your favorite word. Hey, well, just hang on a second. I'll let you say all that stuff when I'm done. But, I'm only on BitChute, but hey, BitChute hasn't gotten rid of me, so I'll give them that, so I'm going to be too hard on them. But I'm only on BitChute, Rumble, and Truthsocial. And I'm still gaining subscribers. I mean, I had over 15,000 subscribers when I had YouTube. Got rid of me. Okay, I started from scratch on BitChute, and I'm already at, 624 now? And that's a lot for BitChute, because there are not many people on BitChute. So I'm thriving. Alternative media is thriving. And the Canadian mainstream media is failing? Well, that's their problem. You mean to tell me that if we don't have Bill C-18, if we don't keep giving money to CBC News, which they get millions of dollars since the day they were born, they've been getting millions of dollars from the taxpayers. And now with the tar-faced Mac Daddy Trudeau in power, all these big mainstream media companies get money. And if we stop giving them money, then all these media workers are going to end up on the street? They're going to end up living in shelters? I mean, Peter Mansbridge is going to be living on the street. Vashi Capellos is going to start living on the streets. Lisa LaFlamme is going to live on the street. Rosemary Barton going to live on the street. I mean, what's that guy who does the CBC National? He replaced Peter Mansbridge, the Indian fellow. I can't remember his name. John Renevali, whatever name, he's gonna live in the street. I mean, he's gonna have, he won't be able to buy groceries. He won't be able to make his mortgage. He's gonna live on the street. Are you gonna tell me that, the Good Shepherd, the Good Shepherd shelters and the Salvation Army shelters are going to be filled up with media workers, Canadian media workers, if we stop giving them money? Well, hey, listen, maybe y'all need to stop being so arrogant and stop being so one-sided and stop being so deceitful as well. And by the way, I know a lot of people are saying, well, the reason why Rebel and ARANA Nation, all you people, y'all ain't getting no money because y'all are fake news. Y'all a bunch of conservative, right-wing conspiracy theorists, anti-vaccine, anti-COVID-19 mandates, well, listen, I am a commentator. There's a lot of commentators on CBC. I believe that I tell you what's going on in Canada and the world. I tell you from my point of view. That's what the CBC does. But I will never knowingly deceive you. Now that is the big difference between me and the mainstream media. I remember when CBC had a white man dress up in a Make America Great Again ball cap and a Trump shirt and walk around the streets of, what was it, Peterborough, Kitchener, one of those places, and start saying things like, make America great again, white power, Heil Hitler. I mean, that denoting or trying to insinuate that Trump supporters and Trump was a neo-Nazi subhuman. I mean, that's deceit. I don't do things like that. I don't do things like that. I never do things like that. No. I never do that. I mean, I will get rid of comments, and I'll continue to, rude comments about me and stuff like that. I just delete that. I delete that, and I'll continue and come do something about it. I'll always do that, but I will never knowingly deceive you. If I say I don't know, I will say I don't know, but I suspect. If I say this is fact, I'll say it's fact, and here's why it's fact, because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? If I say I got it wrong, I'll tell you I got it wrong. I'll tell you. No, I will. Absolutely. I very rarely get it wrong, but I'll tell you when I get it wrong, and I have. But, that's the difference. So, I mean, hey, if Facebook is going to be forced to give money to CBC and all these other mainstream media people when they post links to their website, which doesn't really make any sense, why can't I get that too? So Trudeau doesn't care about the mainstream media. Let me tell you something. If the mainstream media was anti-Trudeau, every single Canadian media worker would be living in the streets right now. They'd be living in the streets. Vashi Capellos on CBC News. If she worked for CBC and CBC was anti-Trudeau, Vashi Capellos would probably have to make an Instagram, an OnlyFans account to get a little extra money, because she'd be on the streets. She wouldn't be able to work in media or probably anywhere again, because that's how vindictive this government is. And I mean, I'm sorry if I sound a little bit, a little distasteful, if that, example is really distasteful, but it's true. It's true, and I'm a stomp down guy. I tell you what's the facts. So anyway, that's my take on Bill C-18. That's my take on the troubles that the Canadian media industry is going through. I have no sympathy. Why should I have sympathy for the mainstream media? It's their message that people are rejecting. The globalist message has failed. Nobody wants to listen to it. Hell, even globalists don't want to listen to the globalists. I mean, the amount of globalist, lefty, woke people, the amount of time that they spend writing nasty stuff to me and watching my videos and replying nastily in the comments section, why don't you devote that time to watch your own stuff and save your own networks? No, you don't want to. Because you don't want to hear that stuff. You don't want to hear globalism. It doesn't appeal to you. But when you listen to the ARANA Nation, woo! your bells start ringing. You feel like you've been washed in the blood. Anyway, this is the